Hi guys, it's Ruthie, your Mystery Guest 1948, and welcome to my month 33 and 34 post-op SADI-S or loop-DS video. Hi! Also, this will be 5 months post-op FDL Tummy Tuck and 3 months post-op arm and breast lift. So, I'll just go ahead and start out with my spiel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ruthie. I am 5'7" tall. I am 38 years old. I am a solo mom, and I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. On December 11th of 2017, I had the Loop DS or SADI-S bariatric procedure with Dr. Curtis Peary at Sanford Health. Also on June 1st of 2020, I had a fleur-de-lis extended tummy tuck, and on August 18th of 2020, I had an arm and breast lift with auto augmentation with Dr. Hung Wen, also with Sanford Health. My highest weight was 375 pounds back in July of 2016. On the day of my bariatric surgery, I was 319.4 pounds. I think last time I checked in, I was like 189 something, and yesterday when I weighed in, I was 187.6. So, I mean, there's a couple pounds difference. It's right within that range. The highest I saw this last month was at 198, which freaked me the heck out, and I'm not actually sure why I got that high. And the lowest I saw was probably, well, actually, I think the lowest was 187. So this is right at kind of the lowest of my range lately. I think that COVID has been not good always to be in the weight department. However, I'm staying within a reasonable range. I'd really like to be in the 170s, but I don't know if that's going to happen or when it's going to happen. It'll get there eventually. I think it'll get there eventually. It's my goal to get there. I originally wanted to get down to 150. I just don't know if I am capable of getting down that low, even though that's supposedly the normal range for my height. That's my BMI normal, and I'd love to see a BMI that's normal, but I don't know if that's in the cards for me. But I'm happy with where I am as far as weight goes. I'm happy that I fit in normal clothes, and I feel comfortable in my skin for the most part, and yeah. I'd say food-wise, I'm doing okay. I actually just finished a 10-day high-protein reset where I basically did a bunch of like high-protein meals, like those soups that you can get that have like a bunch of protein in them, and protein shakes, protein coffee, all those good things, and it felt great. Couple days were a little bit harder, but it really wasn't too bad for those 10 days. I do plan on continuing to do like a higher protein and higher fat and lower carb going forward, and that's kind of how I've been living for the most part post surgery. But over the last several months, I've just seen a bigger increase in my carb intake, which has caused me to slightly creep up on the scale to where instead of between 180 and 190 being my usual weight range, it's been more like 185 to 195 for the most part. And so I just want to make sure and keep that more in that 180, 190. Love to be 170, but we shall see. Yeah, we'll see if maybe by the end of 2021 I can get down into 170s. My word. Mainly I say that because for the rest of 2020 I will be yet again recovering from another surgery, but we will get into that in a second. First, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about my breast lift and arm lift recovery. I'd say the discomfort in my arms is still there a little bit, but it's about, I'd say 90% gone. Just there's some numbness still, which I think is normal. Like, my nerves are still reattaching. Like, it feels really numb right here. And I don't know if you can see, like, my scars on my arms are still fairly prevalent. My body really had a hard time absorbing the dissolvable stitches this time around. I don't know why that is. My stomach, I didn't pop any stitches at all, but on my arms and on my breasts, I popped so many. Like, it took a long time to fully heal because my stitches kept coming out and like leaving little holes. So I can actually still feel some in there, just a little bit of them haven't been fully dissolved. So I just massage every day and use the silicone gel to try and break down the scar tissue. And the massaging also helps to break up the remainder of those stubborn stitches. I did develop cellulitis about 3 to 4 weeks in to recovery on my left arm. So I was on antibiotics for about a week, and that cleared it up. No big deal. But it was important that if you do start seeing signs of infection after a skin removal, to get in right away and not ignore it and hope it goes away, because if left alone, it can get bad fast. So it's important. So, they did say that it is important that I came in and that I checked on it right away and got on those antibiotics. So just a note there. Yeah. They did say I do have kind of thicker scar tissue on my left arm right here. You can see that as a result of the cellulitis. And so it is possible that at some point I may need to go in for a revision if that starts causing pain. To have it like in-clinic procedure, they just slice it open, take the scar tissue out, and then close it back up so that scar is thinner. But I don't know if that's going to have to be a thing or not. So, next order of business for me is another round of skin removal. What? Yay! So, I just got word that I have been approved yet again for skin removal surgery. Oh my gosh. So for those of you who don't know, I have had the extremely rare opportunity to have all of my skin removal surgeries covered by insurance. I know that is not the norm. I always encourage people to document. I get a lot of questions about how to get your skin removal surgeries covered by insurance, but in all honesty, all I did was I documented everything and I asked. And I have a surgeon who's used to dealing with insurance. And so when he sends off the request, he knows exactly how to code things in order to have the highest likelihood that things will be covered. So I've been very fortunate. I have Sanford Health for insurance. They are under the same umbrella as the doctors I go to. So that probably helps too. But anyway, so this next round of skin removal will be on my hips and my thighs. Hopefully this is the last one, guys, because I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of recovery. Anyway, so I have a lot of loose tissue on my thighs and outer hips. That is where I carry the majority of my remaining weight, is the stubborn hips and thighs. So initially, I had mentioned last time that my doctor would have preferred to go in twice to do 2 separate surgeries. One just to do lipo and get rid of some of that stubborn fat on my hips and on my thighs and above my knee, and then go in later to do the lift after everything kind of settled. But unfortunately, insurance will not cover a 2-stage procedure, but they will cover one. So he's going to do the lipo and the lift all in one go. He said that he will be a little more conservative with that kind of a lift because a lot more swelling will be involved, and therefore he won't be able to get it as tight as he would if we were able to go in 2 times. But it will be obviously an improvement, and he thinks I'll be happy with it. I'm sure I will be. Anything's better than what I got, right? I'm not good at inserting pictures. I'm so sorry. If you want to see them, I'll try and do a slideshow like I've been doing after the surgery, so you see like the before and after. But if you want to see some pictures of what my legs look like now, I did post a couple things on Instagram, and all that information is in the description box. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. But I'm excited. I feel very, very privileged to have all of this covered by insurance, and all in 1 year. So I've only had to pay my deductible one time, guys. Like, I feel like this is pretty unheard of. So I feel very, very fortunate, and want to take advantage of it as much as I can. As long as they're handing out surgeries to me, I want to take them. So, yeah. So I am glad that we're doing it all in one shot. I wasn't looking forward to 2 surgeries, but I do trust my doctor, and I feel like he'll do whatever he has to give me the best results with what he's able to do according to insurance at this point. Let's see. Yeah, recovery's hard. It's hard for me to not be up and about and doing stuff, guys. Like, I'm always on the go. I've kind of always been that way, even when I was heavier. Like, I'm pretty on the go person, and so it's hard for me to feel like I'm not contributing like I normally would, just in my household, taking care of stuff. And but thankfully I have a really awesome sister / roommate who we co-own our house, and so she picks up the slack for me while I've been down. Also, my mom will be coming down to help me again for the week, as long as both of us remain COVID free. Unfortunately, my boyfriend and I did break up, or I suppose he's my ex-boyfriend now, and so he won't be with me this time around. But that's a whole other topic, and I won't get into that too much. Breakups, are never fun. But this one was difficult, but it was amicable. I mean, it's time to adjust to life without my person, and he's a wonderful guy, and I hope that he finds happiness, because he definitely deserves it. So back to being a single lady for me, and I'm okay with that. Single life for me for this foreseeable future. I don't plan on actively pursuing anything right now. just no. Just need a break, I guess. So the thigh lift, that's coming up, and that's basically what I've been focusing on. I don't know if I said it's on November 19th, so like a week and a half away. Yeah, it's the 6th right now. So I guess just under 2 weeks away. Oh my gosh. And because I am a solo parent, and because I do own a house and 2 dogs and a cat, and have a very demanding career, like there's a lot of planning and preparing that goes into me having these surgeries and going through a recovery. Like, I usually don't take off very much work, guys. Like, I've been fortunate enough that I've been able to work from home during this quarantine time, which has basically made it possible for me to have these surgeries and still have vacation time left, because I need to take the time off, but I still am able to hop on here and there to get some essential stuff done and keep my portion of the business going, so that things don't completely fall apart and I don't end up totally behind. And also, just being able to take breaks and rest as I need to. If I can only work for 2 hours this day, but I feel better the next day and can work 6, that's great. So this whole year has been insane, and everybody knows that, but at the same time, it has been kind of a perfect storm for me to get these procedures done. So for the duration of my recovery, I will be basically living on the main floor of my house. I have a basement, main floor, and upper story. My bedroom is actually in the upper story, and so I will be moving essential things to the office. I will basically be living in my office for the duration of my recovery, because I shouldn't be going up and down stairs. They just really want to make sure that I keep as little pressure on the incisions on my hips and thighs as possible. Normally, after a surgery like this that is covering so much surface area, they would keep me overnight. However, because of COVID, they are trying to not do elective surgeries that require an overnight stay. So I'm actually going to be going home the same day of surgery, regardless, unless, something major arises. But it says I'm young and healthy, and so I should be fine. I'm 38 years old, dude. Like, I'm not young, but thank you for saying so. I'll have a COVID test 3 days prior, and the plan right now is that I will have a wound vac again on my legs for the first week after surgery, and we'll have 4 total drains. I hate drains, guys. I hate them, but I understand the necessity of them. So I'll have 4 drains, and basically I'll be lying flat, standing up, or sitting with my legs reclined with my feet out and, straight as much as possible, because anytime you bend, that's when you're going to put pressure on those incisions. So it's going to be an interesting 6 weeks. I hope I'm not too grouchy. Yeah, that's basically, my mind is just consumed with preparing for all of this, trying to make sure I have enough freezer meals set aside. We're hosting Christmas for my family this year, and so I'm like trying to make sure there's enough food in the house and prep work is done as much as possible so that we still have a great holiday season. I have a great family though, so they'll chip in and help out as much as they can. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day of surgery. I'm looking forward to this election being freaking over. And it's the 6th of November and it still isn't. So we'll see. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. I'm happy to share. Like I said, as far as getting your plastics covered by your insurance, guys, I don't have a good answer for you other than document and ask. Find a surgeon that's in your network and ask them to submit it to your insurance for you. If you get rashes, make sure and take pictures. Ask your primary care physician about different issues you have with the skin so that they know that that is an ongoing issue, and that helps insurance be more likely to want to help out. Yeah, I am going to try and thin down as much as possible before surgery in a safe way. Like, I'm not going to fast for 2 or a week and a half because I like eating too much and I don't feel like being that grouchy. And I just feel like that's a long time to not eat. I want to make sure that I have good nutrition going in, and so that my body heals well. But yeah, I'll be high proteining it and keeping up with my exercise. I am going to miss my exercise. I don't know how long it's going to be after the thigh and hip lift for me to be able to run again. It's probably going to be quite a while. I will probably be doing a lot of arm things. I have to figure out something I can do because I'll go nuts if I can't exercise. I love exercise, guys. It's my happy place. It really is. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe. Again, questions, feel free to ask. I have all of my contact information below. This has been a crazy year, and I know that for a lot of people it's been a hard, horrible year, but I feel like for me it's really been one that I've been able to have these surgeries and remove this excess skin, and so I can't hate 2020 fully. But yeah, I will talk to you guys soon, and see you in the next one. Bye.